Hey guys, welcome back to the ANIMERIUM. Today we have the first video in the series Manhwa that you should definitely read. For those of you who don't know, Manhwa is the name given to Korean manga or the webtoons. As the name of the video suggests, in this video I will be going over different manhwa that you should read whether you are already reading them or just started it. Before that, I would like to make it clear that this video is only for entertainment purposes and the manhwa in this video are not ranked from good to bad or the other way around. So without wasting any time, let's start with the intro.
3, 2, 1, go!
Starting with one of the best manhwa, we have Solo Leveling. One of my personal favorites. Solo Leveling follows the story of Sung Jin-woo. In a world where portals connecting to a world full of monsters appear and people with special abilities called hunters explore these so-called dungeons, our protagonist is nicknamed the weakest hunter. Barely managing to survive each time he goes into a dungeon, he still has to do it every day in order to earn money to help his family. One day, he and some other hunters get trapped in a dangerous and rare double dungeon. One by one, everyone starts getting killed, leaving only a few to survive and manage to escape. Sung Jin-woo himself dies, but at the time of his death, he manages to clear a hidden trial of the dungeon. He then wakes up in a hospital and finds out that he has become a player who can now see an interface which shows his quests, stats, inventory, store, and his level. Follow Sung Jin-woo as he levels up using this game-like system and becomes the strongest hunter. This manhwa is currently at its second season and is still ongoing. The second manhwa we have is Tomb Raider King. The world is shaken up when strange structures called God's tombs start appearing randomly, causing massive destruction. These tombs are filled with traps and relics. Those who can survive these dangerous traps and get their hands on these relics are either able to gain the powers hidden in these relics or they get enslaved by them. The protagonist, Seo Joo-hyun, along with his comrades, is a tomb raider with the main aim of robbing these relics. He steals any and every relic he can get his hands on, swapping real relics with fakes, collapsing the tombs on his enemies, or straight up robbing them in broad daylight. Nothing is beneath him. He will use any tricks he can to get his hands on these relics. This manhwa, just like Solo Leveling, gives the protagonist a game-like interface where he can buy and upgrade his abilities to become stronger. Seo Joo-hyun takes his revenge on those who wronged him with the power of these relics. The main character mostly goes like, "What you own belongs to me. What I own definitely belongs to me." Coming on to the next manhwa, we have Hardcore Leveling Warrior. Some time ago, a new game called Lucid Adventure was released, which allows the players to play while dreaming. It also allows you to convert the in-game currency into real-life money. A lot of people have been playing this game for this very purpose. The protagonist is the strongest player named Hardcore Leveling Warrior who ranks first in the entire game. Because of this, he becomes really arrogant and always causes trouble for others when he gets bored. One day, when he takes on an SS rank quest, he is ambushed by a lot of players who want revenge. Being the strongest, he slaughters them all. But then he gets beaten up by a mysterious woman who takes all of his equipment and leaves him to die at the hands of the monster that he was about to kill. To make things worse, she knew his biggest secret, that if he is killed, unlike other players, all of his stats will reset, and he will have to start from zero. He swears to rise up again and get his revenge on that mysterious woman. Read the manhwa Hardcore Leveling Warrior to see what's going to happen next. The fourth manhwa we have is Tower of God. Yet another interesting manhwa. Tower of God follows the story of a boy named 25th Bam, who spent most of his life trapped beneath a vast and mysterious tower. One day, he meets a girl named Rachel, who becomes his only friend. But when Rachel enters the tower, Bam is devastated. Thinking that he will never see his one and only friend, Bam follows her and somehow manages to open the door to the tower, which is only said to open for those who are worthy. Bam decides to enter the tower in order to see Rachel again, even if it means going through the dangerous trials of the Tower of God. The tower in this manhwa is a mysterious structure that is completely enclosed, and each floor has a different environment full of many dangers. This is a really good manhwa and explaining any more will only spoil the fun. One thing that I can surely say is that reading this manhwa is going to be much better than watching the anime adaptation. The final entry for today's video is Skeleton Soldier couldn't protect the dungeon. His only purpose was to protect his master, and yet he was powerless to save her. But fate has more in store for him as he gets another chance to protect his master and change his destiny. This is what the description of the manhwa says. Imagine if ReZero was set in a world where gods and demon lords existed instead of the witches, and Subaru was nothing but walking bones. That's what this manhwa is. But don't get me wrong, because this is just to explain what kind of a manhwa this is. This is quite different from ReZero actually. First of all, the main character is a nameless skeleton, and secondly, he gradually learns skills and powers up and becomes even stronger using a game-like system, which is quite different to ReZero. This one is a good choice for ReZero fans and overall is a great manhwa on a level similar to Solo Leveling. But that's just my personal opinion and it may vary from person to person. So give it a try and see for yourself whether you like it or not. Now that's it for today's video. If you guys like this video, be sure to click that like button and subscribe to this channel as there will be even better content on this channel in the future. Thanks and have a nice day.